Welcome, everyone. One of the best ways to prepare for the IELTS speaking test is to see it in action. That's exactly what we're doing today with this complete mock test from Spinta. As you listen, think about what the candidate does well and where they could improve. Afterwards, we'll compare notes with a full performance breakdown. Let's begin.
Good morning. Please tell me your full name.
Good morning, my name is Lina Maria Santos. You can call me Lina. I come from a small city, and I study and work little bit. I work part-time while I study English and marketing at local college.
Where do you live now?
I am live in small house with my family. It is near center of town, so it is easy to go to shop and to bus. The house is not big but comfortable, and I like to invite friends sometimes, even if space is limited.
Do you prefer living in a house or an apartment?
To be honest, I prefer house because there is garden and more privacy. Apartment have sometimes more facilities, but I like outdoor space. When I was child, I always wanted garden for plants and small dog. Now I have small balcony only.
Are you working or studying at the moment?
I have been working here since 2 years in a cafe, and I also study in evenings. It is hard to balance, but it helped me to pay study. Sometimes I am tired after long day, but I think this is good experience for future job.
Do you enjoy your work?
Yes, I do enjoy some part. I meet many people and practice my English with customers, but the job is repetitive and sometimes boring. I am trying to learn more about management from my boss, so maybe one day I get better position.
What do you do in your free time?
I am very enjoy to reading, especially novels and some self-help books. I spend many evenings reading after work. Also, I like to cook simple food, and sometimes I go walking with friend in weekend to relax and talk about life.
Do you prefer reading on paper or on screen?
I prefer paper because it feels more natural and I can mark notes easily. Screen is convenient for travel, but eyes get tired. Maybe in future I use tablets more, but now I keep many books at home because it comforts me.
Let's move on to part 2. Here is a topic card. Describe a memorable trip you had. You should say where you went, who you went with, what you did, and explain why it was memorable. You have 1 minute to prepare. Begin when you are ready.
Last summer I went to the seaside town of Porto with my older sister and her friend. It is small coastal place with old buildings and many fish restaurants. We stayed there 5 days, and every day we walk on the beach, swim, and try local food. One day we took a tour by small boat to see the cliffs and some caves. That was a little scary but exciting. In evenings we sat at the shore and talked until late, and I practiced my Portuguese a bit with locals. The trip was memorable because I felt free and calm, far from city noise and busy life. Also, it was first time my sister and I travel alone together, and we share many funny moments, like when we lost the map, and follow a funny old man who helped us to find way to our guest house. I learned to be more independent, and I made new friend there. I think travel changed me little, gave me more confidence to travel again.
Right, why was the boat tour frightening?
The boat was small and waves were bigger than I expect, so I feel nervous when water splash on us. I am not very good swimmer, so at moment I worry a bit. But guide is calm and told us to sit and breath slowly. At the end it was exciting and I enjoy that challenge.
Okay. One more question about the trip. Would you go back there?
Yes, I would like to go back maybe next year with different friend. The place is relaxing and not too touristic, food is fresh and cheap, and I miss the quiet mornings by the sea. I also want to visit other nearby towns that we did not have time to see.
Now part 3. Let's talk about travel and tourism. How has tourism changed in your country in recent years?
I think tourism grow a lot because of better transport and more information on internet. People travel cheap with low-cost airlines, and many try holiday in different region. But this cause overcrowd in some places. And local life change. Because more shops for tourists and less for local community. It is two side effect, good for economy, but sometimes bad for culture.
Do you think tourism brings more benefits or problems?
It bring both. Benefits like job and money for local people. And help preserve some traditions. Because tourists like to see. Problems are environment damage and rising price for houses so local people cannot afford. I believe responsible tourism and rules can reduce bad effect, but it need planning from government and cooperation of business.
What makes a place attractive for foreign visitors?
Unique culture and nice nature attract people. Also safety and friendly locals help. Good transport and clear information in many language make travel easier. For me, a place is attractive when it have good food, interesting history, and not too crowded so you can enjoy without feeling rushed.
How do you think people choose where to travel?
They choose by cost and time available and interest. Some choose beaches for relax, others choose cities for museums. Social media and reviews influence choice a lot now. Friends' recommendation also very powerful because people trust people they know more than advert. Weather is important too because nobody want bad weather on holiday.
Do you think people will travel more in the future?
Probably yes, because travel become cheaper and more people have money to go. But there is also more awareness about environment, so maybe people travel less but more mindful. I think short trips will increase. And people plan trips to new places to avoid crowds and have unique experience.
Thank you. That is the end of the speaking test.
Thank you for listening. It was good practice.
The candidate demonstrated Band 5.5 level performance. Notable grammatical errors included saying I am live in small house when it should be I live in a small house, and saying I have been working here since 2 years, when it should be I have been working here for 2 years, and saying I am very enjoy to reading, when it should be I really enjoy reading. These errors occurred frequently across the test, and sometimes affected accuracy, though they did not prevent understanding. Fluency showed hesitations and occasional long pauses with self-repair. For example, I am trying to learn and sorry I mean, which interrupted the flow. Vocabulary was limited and sometimes repetitive, with simple words like good and nice used, where more precise language would help. Grammatical range was narrow, and basic structures were often incorrect, though the candidate could still convey main ideas. This performance fits Band 5.5 because communication is generally understandable, but marked by frequent basic grammar and vocabulary errors. To reach the next band, the candidate needs more consistent grammar accuracy, wider vocabulary, and smoother speech with fewer hesitations. Thank you for practicing with this IELTS speaking mock test. Visit Spinta for more comprehensive mock tests and personalized feedback to boost your IELTS score.